Hi, are you looking for ideas on how to teach young people to take care of the small things? Well, hopefully I have some ideas that will help you today. Okay, for the young people out there that don't understand how important it is to take care of small things, we need them to understand that self-discipline is contagious. They need to become self-disciplined in life. They need to have a positive attitude, and as they think about things that are going on in their life, and they also need to be able to understand that they're not only being evaluated by others, they need to evaluate themselves. So those three areas, I think if you bring these things up to kids and talk to them and discuss ideas with them about these three areas, I think it will help them. My name is Chad Carmack, and I'm a former principal. I like to give ideas to parents and mentors and people out there looking for ways to help young people. All right, well, let's talk about those little things. We all get evaluated. The other day, I saw a person collecting garbage. He was moving fast. I guess he was evaluated on speed, so he was running as fast as he could, ran over to the trash containers, opened it up. There were only 2 bags in there. So he grabs the 2 bags. One of them rips when he's pulling it out of the container, and trash goes all over the ground. And then he continues, runs over, throws the bags into the big garbage truck. He turns around and looks at the garbage on the ground. And I'm wondering, is he going to come back and pick up that garbage? Because there was a good bit of it out in front of those containers. And he turned around quickly, jumped on the truck, and was gone. Now, that's a little thing that you think that he could have taken care of. Well, how does a person get to that point where they're not taking care of those little things? Because if I'd have been out on the porch and looking and he saw me, I wonder if he would have possibly taken care of the garbage, because at that point he knew one of the customers was watching his performance. Well, we all have to think that people are going to evaluate us. We all need to keep in mind how important it is that we evaluate ourselves and pretend someone else is watching. I used to have people around me, people I worked with, and we'd tell kids, would you have acted that way if your parent or grandparent had been there with you? So most of them said, no, I wouldn't have done that, because other people would have been evaluating them. Well, we need to get the kids in mind, keep their minds focused on that they have control too, that they can take care of things and evaluate themselves. The other big part of it is, the self-discipline part. I find that when I was working with young people, a lot of times, if they weren't self-disciplined in one area, usually it was more than one area. It was 2 or 3 areas. So we need to work with them to have them understand how important it is to have the self-discipline and focus and being proactive about taking care of the small things. And then finally, that attitude. We all have met people out there that say, I don't care, it's not my job, the garbage, they don't pay me enough to pick up the little scraps that fall on the ground. Those types of attitudes, again, almost contagious. If you hang around people that are always talking like that, then you might become a person with that type of attitude. Think of the people out there that stand out in your life that instead took the attitude, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get this job done, even if I don't like this job. Think of those people when you think, okay, those are the people that are unreplaceable. Those are the people that are highly effective. So we need our kids to understand they can be that way. How do you teach these 3 concepts? Well, one thing we could do is show them, find a photograph of something that is chaotic or poorly done, and have them identify ways that they would coach the person. I'll give an example. I'll take a photograph of a hinge that has been painted over, slopped paint over the hinge where it shouldn't be. So a photograph like that, how would you coach someone that did a poor job? And have the kids talk about that. They can work in groups, they can work individually, but really have them focus on how would they coach someone to be a better person, to produce better quality results. I think those types of a strategy would help kids. In summary, again, I think it's important that they have self-discipline, that they have the positive attitude, and that they understand that they're evaluating themselves in life because other people will evaluate them. And if we can get those three concepts, they'll have a better opportunity to be successful, whether it's in school or beyond. Thank you so much for being here. If you like some of these ideas that I shared today, please come to learningpursuit.org and go to the blog. I have questions set up at the end of each essay where you'll be able to look at the topic and say, wow, that'd be something I could share with kids that I'm mentoring or my own children. So take care and thank you.